Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So in this video, I'm going to explain about testing and debugging and what is the difference between the two. So you may have heard about both of these terms, which is testing and debugging, but you may not know the difference. So first, let me explain what is testing, and then we will see what is debugging, and then we will see what is the relationship between the two. So in testing, what are the goals? The goals are to identify the defects, which aims to uncover bugs and errors in the software that could negatively impact its performance or user experience. Then the goal of testing is to validate the functionality. That is to ensure that all the features of the software work as intended and meet the specific requirements. Then enhancing the reliability by identifying and addressing the issues early. Testing helps to build more reliable and robust software. Okay. Then improve the user experience, which focuses on user's perspective, making sure the software is easy to use and deliver a positive experience. So guys, this thing I have already explained in a different video, which is about what is software testing. You can go and watch that video. So this is about testing. Okay. Then there are different types of testing, which is unit testing, integration testing, and system testing. Unit testing focuses on individual components or units of code, ensuring each part of the functions correctly. So it is done on the code. Okay. Integration testing test how different components of the software interact with each other, ensuring a smooth integration. Okay. Then we have system testing, which evaluates the entire system as a whole and verifying that the components work together seamlessly. Then comes debugging. What is debugging? Debugging is different from testing. It is a process of identifying and fixing errors or bugs in software code. Okay. So in testing, in software testing, I have told you that the tester test everything manually to replicate the defect or to execute a particular scenario, then find out whether the particular feature of the software is working as per expected requirement or not. But in debugging, how do we find the error? We just check at the actual code. In the code itself, we try to find the error where exactly the code exists, and this is not done on the application, but this is done on the editor in which you have you have written all your code. Okay, suppose if I am working on Eclipse, then in Eclipse there is a feature, how do I debug my code for finding a particular error. Then if I suppose I'm working on NetBeans, then in NetBeans I have this feature called debugging, where I open the debugger to find the exact line of code where the error exists. Okay, so this involves systematically analyzing the code, identifying the root cause of the issue, and making the necessary corrections. So this involves the knowledge of the internal functioning of the application, that is the code. Okay, this is also called white box testing. We are not going into that because in testing there's a concept of black box testing and white box testing. So basically, debugging is not done by analyzing the behavior of the application itself, but by looking at the internal functionality, which is the code. Then the goals of debugging. What are the goals of debugging? To isolate the issue. So the, in because you pinpoint the exact location and nature of the bug within the code. Okay. Then this also helps to understanding the root cause, because you get the exact location where the code exists. Then you can implement the fix by making the necessary code changes, and then this helps to prevent the future errors. Okay, debugging often leads to improvements in code quality and practices to prevent similar bugs from occurring in the future. When the developer knows that where exactly is the issue in his code, he will not repeat those mistakes if the same thing has to be implemented in other modules. Okay, what are the techniques for debugging? So first technique is log analysis. So by reviewing the log files can reveal clues about the program's behavior, helping pinpoint error. So we have log files which contain all the events and messages generated during the execution of the software program. When you analyze these log files, you can get to know that where exactly is the issue in your code. Then there is a method of putting the breakpoints in the editor in which the developer is writing his code. So breakpoints allows developers to pause the execution at specific points in the code to examine variables and program states. So they can use breakpoints to pause their execution and then analyze then and there. Basically, when they put the breakpoint during the execution of the program, so they can take the control back to them and can fix the code then and there and check whether they are able to fix the program or not. Okay. Then the third technique is stepping, which is about doing the line by line analysis of the code that helps in tracing the program's execution flow and identify where the issue arises. So these are the techniques of debugging. Then what is the relationship or what is the difference between testing and debugging? So if we talk about testing, it identifies the presence of the bug, but if we talk about debugging, it locates and fixes the bugs identified by testing. Okay, so testers notices an incorrect behavior in our applications. For example, he reports it to the developer. Developer starts debugging his code and locates the exact location where the error exists and fix the bug identified by the testing. Then testing provides feedback on software quality, while the debugging improves the code quality and reliability. Okay. Then testing ensures software meets requirement, but debugging resolves issues preventing the software from functioning correctly. Okay. So this is the relationship between testing and debugging. So to conclude, testing and debugging are inseparable part of the successful software development process. They work together to ensure software quality, functionality, and a positive user experience. And as a software tester, you must try to learn the techniques of debugging as well. It will be very good for you. So this was all about the difference between testing and debugging. Please like this video, comment to leave any feedback, questions or query, and please share my YouTube channel and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thank you guys. Bye.